the dog going berserk in the background. Bonjour, hello, welcome to Max Mountain World. Out on a day trip today. Now I'm heading over to Italy, to my favourite little village called Susa. But I've completely mistimed the tabacchi there. It's going to be closed at lunchtime, so I thought a little diversion, and I had to come up here to the Col de Lottery, where we're at 2,052 metres, I think, above sea level. Temperature 2 degrees. It is cold here. So we've had our first winter storm, as it were. On lower climbs it's kind of melted back. Upper climbs like here. I'll do the video scene of where I am here at the end. I've only just got here, and as I say, it's a bit of a plan B sort of thing. But today I can't do the whole trip, obviously. It would be hours of video and boring stuff, but I'll catch what I consider to be the best of it, or the best that I can catch of it. So as I say, I'll come back to here. You can probably see, if I go dark here, and you can probably see the scenery at the side there. So it's all pretty good. I'll have a look around here, and as I say, depending on how much I put into the video today, I'll put as much of this in here. This is beautiful, this place, so watch to the end. Okay, here's the video. Day trip to Italy with a diversion and a plan B. Okay, so hit the road. As I say, I'll come back to this at the end of the video. Some of the roads around here are some of the best driving roads you can get. They're awesome, especially when there's not many folk around. Not only that, they're absolutely spectacular, as you can see. Verglas frequently slippy, yeah. Now these poles at the side of the road, they're all the way down here, so that the snow clearing equipment can actually find the side of the road after it's snowed. So we come into a tunnel here that protects the road from avalanches from the left. Speed limited. No real risk of avalanches here just now, but yeah, water dripping off the side of it only. But yeah, just a tunnel built so that the snow and the avalanches can pass straight over it. Little tunnel here, a diversion where you can see the water running ahead. There must have been some kind of problem with rock falls or whatever. The traffic light's counting down the seconds. I've never actually been in this tunnel until today, and they're built especially for that, again, to protect against avalanches and rock falls. Let's stick the lights on in here. Go on full beam. Normally you're not allowed in here, but they do use it as a spare route just in case. Bit of a bumpiness coming up. And of course we'll clear this. The next left-hander will have the most astonishing view of the Italian Alps. Not yet, not yet. There. And we'll be turning left just before them and heading up through them. Ideal to see the colours of the peaks all snowy, the beautiful blue sky. You can see a plane up there, although that's not going to be on cam, too far away. The colours of autumn, and again the road almost deserted, hardly anyone about. It's off season, it's before winter season. Tourists, yeah, a lot of the time, a lot of the high passes are closed, so tourists don't have any reason to come up here. Oh. The sun's just gone behind the mountain to my right, which has made it a bit dark. That should produce on the camera the true colours of what's facing me ahead here. Absolutely beautiful, stunning place. I love these day trips where I just go out driving and I take it easy and just appreciate just what there is. There's going to be a lot more of this in this video. this is the main road between Provence, Grenoble and Italy. Inevitably during the winter it does have to close in storms. You can see the barrier excuse me, you can see the barrier there. It shuts the whole thing down, but needless to say, the same at the other side of the mountain pass there. Rivers just running everywhere, just absolutely astonishing, and of course a great fun road to drive. Heading down, they put these old cable cars to good use, kind of advertising or whatever, but tourist attractions. We're just coming into the first village here as well. There's a wee look at our prices for fuel. It's a bit cheaper. I can find it cheaper near chez moi. I just wonder how many people go about their business around here and don't appreciate the awesomeness of the surroundings. There's a view from the main street of Chantemerle, which is just above Briançon in the Serre Chevalier Valley. Wow, awesome.
Average speed check zone ahead.
Yeah, there's speed cams everywhere, but I'm taking it easy today. So yeah, no rush and no worries for the radars, as they're called around here. A lot of commercial vehicles around, gotta watch. They've kind of got their work heads on and not their driving heads. That's the speed camera on the right there. Standard thing, although it's not one of the newer ones. The newer ones are massive things. We'll come across one later on. And again, a cable car getting used for the tourist effect. Serre Chevalier Valley.
Exiting average speed enforcement zone.
Yep, and we didn't get nicked. Get these Polish delivery vans everywhere as well. These box vans, they're all over the mountains. So we're about to start the climb up to Montgenèvre and the frontier with Italy. You can see ahead the zigzaggy lines, that's the road we're going on, just above the orange trees there. Quite an interesting road up the mountain there. Again, when the lights are shining, it says you must stop. This is for if there's if the road's blocked or whatever. Starting to see snow at the side of the road, but not a lot. Really, it gets a lot more. And starting to get very, very twisty. Again, the views, wow. Just leave the camera running for a minute or two here. Check out the road. All the colours at the side, the colours of the dirt, colours of the trees, snow, stuff like that. Switch back. across the road ahead. Facing the sun, we'll just come up behind one of these Polish box vans. They come from other countries, but this is their main route home, to head over, cross over the north of Italy and head over to Eastern Europe. That one's on a Romanian registration. So yeah, we got Bulgarians, Romanians, Polish, Slovaks, Slovenia. Big transport countries for the Alps. Look at the colours. Wow. So just stop at the side here and have a wee look where I just came from. That's the road down there. I'm not going to zoom in on it. I've got the camera set up for its position in the car there, but what a view. That's an aircraft view. You can see the brownness of the trees is more and more as we get higher up in altitude. And we're just coming up to Montgenèvre, which is on the border with Italy. Ski resort where you can ski two countries. You can ski in France and Italy at Montgenèvre. And the frontier as well, which we'll do in a minute. Quite a lot of snow here. I think it's about 1800 metres, 1850, something like that. We go through this tunnel ahead here where we actually go under the ski resort, and we go under a lot of the ski pistes. There's 2 or 3 ski pistes above us here. And you can see the blue lights at the side of the tunnels in France and Italy. They mark out the distance you should keep from the vehicle in front, which is almost never observed, especially with the French drivers who are the masters of tailgating. These two are being well behaved. Most people seem to be well behaved today, I don't know why. So we come out of that tunnel. I've missed out in the middle bit, it's quite long. And this is the far side of Montgenèvre. Big resort, huge resort. A lot of work's going on here too. And again, a lot of touristy stuff that's laid on, not just cabins and stuff like that. There's all sorts. We come down here, we've got another traffic light. They do all their works and stuff off season. Obviously it gets too busy to hold traffic jams and stuff on season. And the good thing about these is that most of them will actually count down to alleviate any impatience. 7. I'm hearing helicopters and all sorts flying about here. Down to 1. I think they're batches of half minutes or 10, 20 seconds, who knows. Here we go. There's a helicopter ahead. So this bridge ahead is actually a ski piste that crosses the road, and they're doing repairs to it. And just round the corner here's the frontier. Now I'll need to stop filming. I'll need to stop filming if I get a tug. So I don't know what that helicopter's up to. It's just landed ahead of us to the right. And the etiquette here at the frontier is to slow down almost to a stop. There's the helicopter ahead, whatever it's doing. And just cruise through very slowly, making sure that I'm contacting eyes. Yeah, we've got a helicopter ahead. Delivering stuff perhaps, or yeah, there's a concrete mixer there. So that helicopter's probably taking deliveries of right at the side of the road to deliveries of, there's police everywhere as usual. And yeah, deliveries up the mountain to stuff that's getting worked on before the big snows arrive. Now, that was the French side of the frontier. This is kind of like a no man's land. The Italian side you don't actually see on this way through. You pass by it. More police and stuff. Unmarked cars and whatnot. And we'll pass without seeing it until you're past it. The Italian side of the frontier. As I say, this is very much a no man's land. Kind of weird because, you know, you can get stopped, you can get a tug, you can get checked up on and stuff. But in winter during the season, you can just ski past it. Occasionally they do have patrols. Italia, and just to the left, we just passed it, is the Italian point. As we head into one of the many, many tunnels down this side of the mountain. Little monument thing in the roundabout there. Head round. And this is the Italian side of the frontier, the Italian side of no man's land, Italia, with all their speed limits and everything written down. And again, massive mountain ahead and a huge long tunnel. The speed limits, yeah, they're kind of treated very much as guidelines in Italy. So I've arrived in Italy, probably a little bit of wind. But yeah, across the frontier, no problem, no tugs. Not that I'm doing anything illegal, but that's it. I'll do a few more clips and things, and then we'll finish up back in the Col de Lottery again. So thanks very much for watching. Ahead of us, the ski resort in Italy, the Italian Alps, Ulx, O-U-L-X. And just... what a colourful place. As we just head down to the village of Carvigna, I think it's pronounced. My apologies if I just destroyed the pronunciation of that. And we go down, 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 down here from the 2,000 and odd metres we've just been at, down to Susa, which I do believe is around about 300 or 400 metres, although I might stand corrected later in the video. There's my telephone reminding me of, that's where we just came from up above right there. My telephone just reminding me of all the rates of my phone and 4G and what it does and doesn't do in Italy. Basically it does the same free of charge as it does in France. Traffic control, Italian style for roadworks and stuff. Here we go. Flag in the moon. Love it. Nice one, man. Give him a wee nod. Thank you. That's the traffic light at the other side. So we just wind down and down and down with more spectacular views. 70 kph speed limit. It's a nice speed to go at if you're wanting to observe the surroundings. Okay, so we're not far away from Susa, lovely little village. I've done a video on that before. And yeah, I just had a phone call from the garage, or one of the garages in Embrun, and they're actually ready to do my winter tyre changeover this afternoon. I might have made a boo-boo because I've arranged it for a couple hours time. I'm not sure if I'll get back in time, but we'll see. I can always call them and put it off. We had it arranged for Friday. This is Wednesday, so yeah, today, tomorrow, Friday, whatever. So that'll be another video as well, as I say, coming into one of the many tunnels down here. So we come to the choice down here. I suppose the difference now is that I'll take the motorway and not the back roads. Normally I like to take the back roads, they're a bit more scenic, but obviously the motorway costs a couple of quid, but it's a lot quicker. So gives the car a bit of chance to stretch its legs a little bit as well. And the motorway begins just after this tunnel. The joys of right-hand drive in Europe. So we arrived in Susa, and where I'm going is just on the left here, just by the pedestrian crossing there, but can't usually get a parking spot there. So I might need to do the tour. But we have to negotiate some Roman roads and Roman ruins to get to my parking space back there. Wow, that sun's bright. Right, so we'll do this. Let's see, past the local police station, cobblestone roads, and it's quite a surface to drive on. Quaint little back street, very touristy in summer here. I'll let this guy go first. And yeah, as I say, just an old town, which, as I say, I've done a video on this before. And just to finish off the video, we'll go back up to the Col de Lottery, this snowy place. Just as soon as I get parked up round here, I came past and saw that there are places, an old Roman ruin ahead, and very tight roads, don't scrape the old rims. Stop in English. A lot of signages in English, international language. So yeah, we'll head down here and get parked up, and as I say, next we'll go back up, quick rewind up to the Col de Lottery and all the snowy stuff up there. So the Jag running beautifully today, already done a good few kilometres in it. Here you can see south facing stuff which is melted back, and you can see, yeah, the camera's not going to do it real justice. You can see over here where it's actually snowed a bit, and you can see the fresh snow and the brown stuff up there, and some clouds coming in. The Col de Galibier is closed now. The snow will be covering the road in many places. In fact, right at the very bottom of it here, you can see where it's already avalanched over the road at the side there. Some fellas doing this ski parachuting thing. And what a beautiful place, what a beautiful day. Little bit of wind coming into the camera, sorry for that. If we have a look north facing up here, it's already, the snow has covered the glacier up there. Absolutely beautiful. Those peaks will be up in the top end of the 3000s, 36, 37, something like that. And even compared to this one next to us that's huge, you can see by the snow coverage, and also the new snow coverage, which is partially covering the brown up there, just how big they are. I've done videos up here before, usually when there's been a lot more people around. So just walking along, again, small avalanche up the top there. If we can zoom in, if I've got it right. And little avalanches, and this is what happens at the beginning of the season when the base for the snow isn't quite yet stable yet. So let's go and jump back in the Jag. It is too cold. I'm not really geared up for this today. What a beautiful place, and in the other direction a quick 360 just to finish off. Even at the top there you can see where it's blowing. Very windy up high. Quite windy down here as well, as you can probably hear on the camera.